afternoon again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We'll get to the JRC in a moment. First, real quick, if you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shops campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, all pertinent links are going to be right there for you in the description box. So should you like to go ahead and deep dive on either subject, you're definitely going to be able to go ahead and do so. Trigger warnings. This channel is marked not for kids for a reason. First, I do use profanity, and second, when we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of, catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. So if you have children that are 16 and younger and they are watching, parental supervision very much advised, alright? Okay, where we left off, we got a little bit of a novel here, folks, so just kind of bear with me a little bit. This states, I am Dr. Carissa Burnett, a Massachusetts resident and openly autistic psychologist licensed to practice in Massachusetts, California, and Washington. What did I tell you about those of us who eventually go into the service system to change it within in to make it better for the next generation of neurodivergence? There's quite a few of us. I have provided expert consultations to civil rights and governmental entities, helping to strengthen policy and programs for adults with disabilities. Are you me? Wow. Small world, folks. Only I am not a psychologist. I worked mainly and solidly on the service side of things. Additionally, I have been prominently featured in 2 articles in the American Psychological Association's Monitor on Psychology magazine, where I advocated for autistic adults through a neurodiversity affirming lens and provide education on best practices in mental health treatment. Good. Any chance we have Real Voices, Real Choices People First conference every year? Usually it's held around Osage Beach. I don't know if they're changing to Branson or not, but if you could come and be one of the speakers, that would be awesome. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. My key recommendations include empowering autistic clients to express their authentic selves and advocate for their needs, which significantly reduces mental health struggles and severe behaviors when they receive appropriate support rather than punishment. Thank you, which is exactly what I got. I also tend to respond and be more willing to be social and more willing to interact when I'm not being condescended down to or stared at as though I'm a bug. I'm not above saying I need a new doctor. Just putting it out there. And yeah, we don't need to be terrorized for things over which we have no control. It is your job as the adult overseeing treatment to help me discover what the triggers are so we can actually deal with the root of the problem. If all you're going to do is punish me, nothing's going to get better. The negative reinforcement. Jesus Christ, do not make me explain the 90s to you again. The evidence from clinical research is clear. Empathy, empowerment, and understanding are true pillars of healing, not aversive interventions like electric shocks, which are not only unnecessary but often exacerbate behavioral struggles. Oh, I can tell you, you guys have no idea. When my PTSD goes off, it's triggered. That in turn triggers the not so fun part of being autistic. And around and round we go in a long circle of suck until I'm just utterly drained and can't physically go any further, in which case the meltdown generally finishes up in my dreams. It's not fun. While terrorizing autistic people into submission may offer temporary relief to those around them, it's traumatic and fundamentally wrong. Now, as a Dr. Carissa, someone who's a psychologist, if I were to compare this to someone writing a prescription to have my brother punch me in the face right as I go into meltdown every time, even if it stops it for a split second. Are you going to start writing prescriptions for that? No! The solution is far worse than the crime, so to speak, although it's no crime at all. It's literally, we're torturing you because we know as a whole, America still views their disabled, their elderly, and people with mental health issues at the kindest as second-rate grade. We're not viewed as entirely human. And when we are, it's always very much along the lines of, yes, but you're not human like I am human. Don't believe me? Do a little experiment. Drive out to a town you've never been to before and just casually insert somehow into some random conversation that you are autistic. See what happens. Therefore, I strongly support the FDA's proposal to ban electrical stimulation devices used for self-interest behavior and aggressive behavior. The ban is a critical step toward upholding ethical treatment standards and signifies a commitment to respecting the rights and dignity of individuals with disabilities. Thank you, Doctor. We appreciate it. And thank you for being one of the few people to seem to even call out, although indirectly, ABA as well. Not many people are willing to do that outside of us. So, yeah. Oh, great. Computer's fighting with me, folks. Hold on. Oh, goodness sake. Hold on, folks. Alright, well, this is going to make this video shorter than I had intended, but it looks like we are dealing with some technical difficulties, folks, so we're going to go ahead and close out this particular vid. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do get tend to get removed from time to time. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, don't forget to hit the comments, and make sure you are still set up to receive notifications. We're going to be coming back on Friday with another episode of Down the Rabbit Hole, and also you're going to be getting another episode of the Snake Oil Salesman series as well. We don't want you all to miss anything. I do appreciate your time, and as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye, everyone. See you in a minute.